Aye, right straight back with some more Conflict to Heroes. So mission 4, Partisans, take 2, part 4 this will be. Right, just come straight back, I'm just putting part 3 together. Yeah, I've got a little bit, I'll get a little bit done and hopefully come back and finish it after I get something to eat. So I'll get this started. It looks like we're struggling. I mean, we've only got 2 units left and they're both hit. Yeah, so it's my turn. Yeah, let's just not mess about and get on with it. Right, okay, so my turn. Yeah, so we chose to do that rather than that. Okay, that's fine. There was no spent check because it was a blue card. Right, we pass, so back to them. The track's going to move. And they're going to score another point. So they're on 3 Oh, hang on. I didn't give them victory points for taking my 2 units out. So they started on 1, they've scored 2 there, they've scored another 2 there, they should be on 5. Sorry, my bad. Probably should put a bit in the header of that, because somebody might pick up on that one. I'll try and do that, but I've caught it now, no real harm done. Yeah, okay, so nothing else on the track, was there? It was just a victory check. Victory hex score. So what else we got in the card then? So it's a green card. So they've only got the 2 RE involved. No counteractions, nothing up close. Unhit AI, there's no fresh unit. AI closest to a target, move 2 odds. Yes. So we're coming back down here again. And he's going to move 2 odds. And yeah, he doesn't mind getting up close in his fire zone. However, that is going to reveal him, isn't it? So by moving in there, now here's the spent check bit again. Yeah, I shouldn't really be doing that, should I? I should really be revealing the unit first, shouldn't I? I know it's just the flip of a card, but I hate these things the way the... You know, the last time I think I said, well, I'd started doing it that way, where I would check for spent and then I would reveal the unit. I think we really should reveal it first. Because if it's a no enemy, we're not needing to draw a card. That's basically the reason why. So I'm going to do it that way, and I'm going to start doing it that way, because that does feel right. I think the last one I'd done, it didn't matter because it was a unit. But, you know, if I do draw a no enemy card... no enemy shit, then it's like, you know, you've just wasted the card for no reason. I know it's not a biggie, but... and there we go, there it is. So that's kind of a relief for us, actually. So that was a no enemy, so we don't need to check for spent. However, his turn is over, he did move. So it's not that... and there's no passing being suggested or anything like that. Whereas I tried that before, it's not... well, I suggested they were passing. They're not, because he's actually made a move, didn't he? And that's it. So that's them done. But however, we're just passing again anyway. Yeah, and that's what I was trying to say. Because if it was a pass, the round would end now. But it doesn't count for that. Yeah, you kind of wanted him to have a shot at us, then be revealed as a no enemy. Then they would have actually passed. However, they've only got 1 RE left. So hopefully we're not far away from the end of the round now. So we pass back to them. Oh, is it moving again? Well, there's 2 extra REs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that is less than or equal to 10. Oh, we're getting a Pioneers. I don't know if that's good or not. So place SS trackers on hex A18, which is number 2. You can see it's in the top left corner there. So hex A18, and that is our Pioneers. They don't have the flamethrower part, but what is it? A18. Yeah, up there. Yeah, just facing that way is fine. Okay, and then back down to the card. That's a track move. So fresh AI less than fresh units. Well, they've got 1 and we've got 1 now, so not going to apply. There's no mortar infantry gun. AI furthest from the lowest defensive unit fire was just the RE. He cannot fire on anybody. I'll show you in a sec. AI closest to a target move towards, yeah, he'll do that. So it's just that RE away up, the one on the right. So, now hang on. Closest to a target, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's 8 away from that. Yeah, that's going to be his closest. So if he moves in there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that is getting closer because remember he can't stack. Wait, I'll get zoomed in a little bit there. See a little bit closer. So he's 8 away where he is. If he moves in there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that's not getting closer. That would be, but he can't stack. So he's going to move in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he's going to move in there, and then we're going to have line of sight on him. He's in an open hex. So again, before I do the spent check, I'm going to reveal that. To be honest, I think there was only the one no enemy left, so I think these are both rifles. And it is a rifle. I just panicked there. No, it's line of sight. Doesn't have to be in the fire zone. Just line of sight and an open hex. Right, so, and he's going to, yeah, he's going to face that way, really, now. Well, he could face that direct. No, you know what, Grant? There's nothing close this way anyway. So he's going to face directly that way. And then we can spent check him on a 1. So we'll get rid of that card. I'll zoom back out again. And we'll check on a 1. And it's a 6. Right, now we have something that we could do this time. Here's a range of 5, so he's not anywhere near being able to hit us. So here's part of me kind of like wants to pass and not just let him spend his unit first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, but hold on, Grant. There is a chance he will pass, and then if you pass now and he passes, then that's it. So aren't you better trying to make some progress? Yeah, I suppose I should. He's only got 1 RE left anyway, and it doesn't look like there's with the track. There's nothing more to come on. That gets me behind him as well. So I'll move in there for a check on a 1. Aye. We are not getting any results in this game, for sure. Okay, back to him. So nothing up close. That is a green card. Just that RE. Oh no, it's not an RE anymore. It's an actual unit. Well, he can't fire. He is in a 0 DM hex, so he's going to. Well, he's the only AI that's in a 0 DM hex that can move closest to a target. Loris move towards cover closest to the target, right? So that's his closest target. So its cover is there. That is our actual target. He's going to Loris move towards it. He's just going to move 1 that way. Yeah, there's not any issues with that. He's getting 1 hex closer to what he was trying to achieve. And we'll check him on a 1. He gets a 3. He's still okay. Well, yeah, all the action's going to be up here anyway, so I'm as well leaving it's just going to be with that guy there, isn't it? So we pass back to them. He draws, oh my. Dearie me, +2 on the track. Here's me saying that nothing more is going to happen, but well, that's annoying because we're moving on by the supply truck, so we're not getting that supply truck. We are getting a landmine and another RE. How are you not? I didn't read that one properly, admittedly. But then I suppose I wasn't expecting. Right, so the landmine goes in the cup, and another RE is placed on D12. Is that? Oh no, D12, where's that? That's a different one, isn't it? D10, D11. That's up here somewhere. That's there. So there he goes there. Yes, it's maybe not him that's going to move. And sorry, I'm not showing you that. But that's it. I'm going to skip by that. That wasn't yellow. Hi all. I got cut off there again. I'm going to have to watch this. I don't know this phone or whether it's the app. It was my space again, my storage space. And it's as if it must store it somewhere as a sort of cache while the phone's on or something. And I ran out of memory. And I didn't know where it was or where it was all stored. And what I did, I ended up switching the phone off, switching it back on. And now I've got 106 gigabytes of space. Whereas I burnt through all the space. So I'm going to have to watch that or switch the phone off and on every once in a while. I mean, it's showing me the space there at the top of the thing while I'm recording here. But, yeah, I just need to keep an eye on it. So I know it just cut off there mid, sort of when I was talking about this. We skipped by the supply truck. We ended on the landmine. I put the landmine in the cup. The RE is placed on D12. I'm not quite sure what you've seen of all that. That is D12. Well, actually, I didn't move on further because I carried out this action. Fortunately, then I spotted it. So we didn't miss anything as such. Well, we did. The spent check. I draw the spent check. But I put the card back, so I'll just draw it in again. So it's AI closest to a target, move towards. This guy's closer to him. He's going to move towards. That gets him 1 hex closer. It's down the road, in the woods still, but it's still just a check on a 1 because he's moving down the road. So that goes away. And we drew this a 2, and I made some smart comment about the fact, yeah, of course it's just a 2. When we needed a 1 from it was spent. So I'll just join that bit on to this. I know it'll maybe look a bit odd, but yeah, whatever. Right, so we're passing again, and then it's back to them. So things are only going to happen up here, aren't they? Right, this is the green card. I need my zoom up. There we go. So nothing up close, no counteractions. Hit AI, there's no hit AI. There's no hit AI. AI closest to a unit that just acted. There's none of that, or mission objectives. So they're going to go on to mission orders. Which is AI furthest from unit, move towards. AI furthest from unit, well, or German control house, but there's none of them. AI furthest from unit, move towards. So he's 1, 2, 3, 4 away to his closest unit, and he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 away. So he's the one that's going to move towards. So you can actually go in that hex or that hex this time. There's not one of them that are better than the other. So I'll say the top one's a 1, 2, 3. Oops. I rolled a 6, so it's going to be the bottom one. Keep his facing that way, and he checks on a 1. No, that's a 5. Right, we pass back to them. If AI plus units less than or equal to 4, it's not. What are they doing this time? No counteractions. There's no fresh unit that just acted. There's no hit AI. AI closest to a target, low risk move towards. So I think this guy the closest 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so he's closest. Okay. Low risk move towards. Well, yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I'm gonna have to stick with keep that head on, Grant. That says that it's fine to move into a fire zone when you're not in one, because it's a fire zone hex that has a defensive modifier. Okay. Now can he move? Well, he's 1, 2, 3, 4 in. If he was there, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4 as well. So that's not getting closer or that. If he's going to get closer, he has to move into there. And everybody seems to be happy with the fact that although I'm moving into a fire zone, it's in a DM hex and it's allowed. And yes, it does say if the AI is not in a fire zone, it will move into a fire zone that has a defensive modifier. Okay? It's just the bit before that we're ignoring. But however, right, Grant, don't be smug. Right. Okay, so he's moving into there. It's only a check and a 1 for that. Yep. Checking a 1. Yay! Gotcha. Right, but they've still got another one, haven't they? So he's spent. So yeah, we've still got the rifle unit up there. So we pass back to them. If AI plus units less than or equal to 24. So track moves again. On to step 13. Supply truck is going to enter along the road and they'll score a victory point. They're up to 6. They're up to 6. Oh, give it up, Grant. Give it up. Okay, so supply truck. We're getting a supply truck. So when the mission marker adds supply truck, roll a die. If I want to see his rolls, right, I'm rolling a die. I'll just tell you what it is. It is a 2, so it is a 1 to 3. German truck is placed on hex G18-1, which is away up the top. Which could be bad. Yeah, I think it is going to be bad. So it moves. It goes on to G18, which is here, and it immediately moves. So it immediately moves 3 hexes. Can we see that? Can we? Yeah. So he's on there. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, his facing's got to be down the road. I'm showing my flank. Mind you that it's 11 and 11 for his defence. Doesn't matter if we're attacking him from the front or the rear. But we're right, we've just walked right in front of that rifle unit. But that moves right away, so there's not a lot we can do about it. And then we carry on with action on the card now. Nothing up close, no counter actions. Highest firepower hit AI, there's no hit AI. Highest firepower AI closest to hit unit. We do have hit units, but no, it's only this guy that can act. Sorry, we'll get to him in a minute. Highest firepower AI closest to a unit fire. Right, we've got to him now. Okay, so he's the highest firepower AI because he's the only one that can carry out the action. And the truck is going to be his target because that is the closest unit to him. So he's going to fire. He doesn't have any caps towards it. So it's 3 against 11. Yeah, straight up 3 against 11. So he needs an 8. I'll come back down here and we'll zoom out. So he needs an 8 to hit the truck. And what do you know? He rolls a 10. Yep. So the truck's a soft target. Remember, its defense is red, so we draw out the normal infantry. I don't know, it's soft target hit chips, not the armored chits anyway. Right. So here we are, and we get cowering. Oh, that's a good one for him. Yeah, because he doesn't fire anyway, and I mean he just moves automatically, so that's not going to affect him. He gets a +1 to his defense. That was good. That was handy. Okay, but it's still a hit counter. He only needs hit once more, and that's that. Right. Okay. The good thing though, hopefully we can get this guy spent now. Check on a 4. Come on. Let's not mess about with these 5s and 6s. Let's just get them done. 3. Yes. Gotcha. Right. Yeah, I'm just wanting moved on because I feel like I need to put out my misery. Right, so he's spent. That's everybody spent. Well, the truck's not, but he doesn't get spent anyway. So we pass, and then they're going to draw a card, so hopefully it's not blue. Oh, you're having a laugh. It's going to move twice. Right, hang on. How many do we have now, though? 1, 2, you don't count the truck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, truck doesn't count. It definitely doesn't count for that. I was more unsure about the fresh AI plus fresh units. So the track's going to move twice. Oh no. So they're going to get another RE. It's going to skip by that one. That one's not going to trigger, but this one is. So we're going to put another no enemy counter in the cup and place another RE. Now we're looking for the RE that is, what is it? Just read it, Grant. It's that top bit. New RE will be placed 2 hexes away from an existing RE that is closest to a unit. Right, let's find that. Well, they're only up there, the 2 of them. So he's 1, 2, it's this guy here, isn't it? 1, 2, 3 away. Oh no, maybe not. And he's 1, 2, 3 away from the truck. So actually I need to, I will need to check between them because the truck is still counted as a unit for this. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and then the other one's 4, 5, 6. I've rolled a 3. So it is going to be this guy, and then we're going to roll the D6 to see where he goes. And remember, it's 2 hexes. Roll the 2, which is to the east. So to the east of him, 2 hexes is 1, 2. But when he lands in there, he can find cover around about there, so he's going to drop into that cover. Because he doesn't want to be out in the open and then maybe just be revealed right away. Okay, so that is the track. Oh, and he's going to be able to do something because he's now got a fresh unit. He's got a fresh RE. Okay, AI closest to a target, low risk move to odds. Right, well, we should be able to do that. So his closest target is the truck, innit? 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's a truck. So he's going to low risk move. Wouldn't want to go into his fire zone. Not that the truck can fire, but if he goes in there, he is not in his line of sight. Which is just as well because it'd be revealed, and we've not got line of sight on him from anyone there, so that's fine. So, and he's going to do a check on a 1 there. And we get a 4. Sorry, a bit glary there. Should have zoomed out. So, yeah. So it's still going on. We pass. Stop, I've missed the truck move, haven't I? Again. Okay, so the truck moved. Yeah, we moved twice. So that might, I might need to adjust things here. Hang on. Let's move that guy back. Would he still have been placed there though? That was his spent check, right? Give me a second. Yeah, that was the card that moved the track twice. Move. And again, the order of this, I'm not quite sure. Do we place the RE? Do we move our truck? We were basing it on this being closest to unit, and this was the other one. Well, you know what? We rolled that one anyway. So if the truck moves first, I'm going to move the truck now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yuck. So the RE, if it gets to move first, again, that's, you know what, maybe there's a question out there on BGG this has been asked before. What moves, should you move the truck first, or should you carry out the events on the track? But it's not really clear, is it? And the thing is, that can have an effect because where the RE, this is closest to this unit, Okay, so I don't think it matters if we moved it first because this would definitely be the RE that we placed, and then we rolled the 2 rolled the 2 and it goes out east there, and that would then still come in there. However, now that we carry out the action, which is Laura's move towards, this is still his closest target, but... Well, hang on. Can he not... I always get confused by the hexes up there. It's difficult to see. No, because that... Well, I can't move there. Even though he's a truck, I'm moving into his fire zone short range, so I can't do that. And there's a kind of stupid part to this as well. I mean, what is the point in moving to that guy's flank? He's 11 getting attacked from the front and 11 getting attacked from the rear, so it kind of makes no sense to sort of move towards his flank. I can understand people sort of stepping in there and saying, well, there's no point in doing that. It's just that I can't move in there. Going by the rules, you can. Whether you would override that one or not, the fact that the truck can't attack, maybe you would, because if this guy gets to act again and he's in there, he's going to attack that at close range, isn't he? So, I don't know, maybe some would override that. I mean, it does say though. But then, does the truck have a fire zone? Is it? Maybe that's a question that needs to be asked. Great. I just wanted to finish this off. Well, I know I've got a little part. Well, I'm going to have to take a break just now anyway, but I'll put this on pause and I'll come back to this hopefully before the end of the night. If not, I'll sort it out tomorrow. But I better take a break just now because I do need to get something to eat, etc. And maybe look up a couple of questions just in case somebody's asked this before. Not only that bit, but also the track moving and the trucks moving before the RE maybe, or the other way about, what should be done first. Okay, I'll be back in a bit, or maybe tomorrow. But I'll be added on to this part. Okay, cheers. Hi all. Right, I was just on pause there, so this is continuing part 4, isn't it? Take 2, part 4. Yeah, I just put on pause, so I hadn't actually cut the video, so I've got back tonight. I went to look, there was a couple of, I know there seems to be questions coming up quite a lot. One question was, what is the order of the mission track? You know, when there's 2 things can happen, or maybe more than 2 things can happen, because, I suppose you could have a supply truck, score victory hex, and something else happening. Well, the trucks will, in that case it could, because the trucks move every time this moves, right? And then you've got other instructions here. Now, that one probably wouldn't matter because it would place another supply truck, then they would both move, then they would score a victory point, whatever. But I think these ones with the RE are quite relevant. I think that's what was kind of getting me stuck a little bit. Do we place the RE first? Do we move the truck first? I had a little glance. Okay, I didn't really go in deeply to look at for an answer for that, but nothing popped up really, so maybe something, again, another question to ask. I've just not really got the time or the patience to do it now, but there's quite a few of these things coming up, so I don't know, and I think it has relevance because it's come up a couple of times. Because the RE can then affect the truck, can affect where the RE maybe is, because if it's closest to the truck and whatever. I think it's occurred a couple of times in this playthrough, in the last one that I've done. So it's something that could do an answer. Let's see, it might have been asked, might have been answered, might be in the rule book, but I'm not so sure. But I'm happy for somebody to point me to it. That's fine. I'm not trying to break the rule book or anything like that. I'm just, if it's there, it's there. That's great. Or if it's a simple sort of like obvious answer, then that's great too. Just let me know. I'm not finding the obvious there. Anyway, and the other one was, and this is a bit frustrating, which I think I got stuck at. In fact, yeah, I've not carried out this movement yet. This has happened. This has moved on. We've moved the truck. We placed the RE. We worked out that it wasn't really an issue. It was probably still going to be the same. But I would like to know the order of that. And yeah, that's definitely a question to ask, Grant. Definitely. And you can ask that in BGG. You don't need to like lay out things. And you know what? I'm not so sure I'm going to get around to setting out wee examples and asking. I mean, it's all here. It's all in my gameplay, really, isn't it? I mean, okay, it's a long-winded affair if you want to watch through one of my playthroughs. But to be honest, all the games that I played before, whether I've had, like I say, a couple of followers in particular, Martin likes, he's liked all the John Butterfield games and John Brown. I've had the two guys as following me along, and they've always been willing to step in and say things and make points and answer questions. And we've come up with quite a lot of questions to ask the designers for the games and that throughout my playthroughs. But yeah, they are kind of long-winded. And my guess is maybe Martin and John are not. This is not their type of game. I think John has commented on it. I think he might have this game, but anyway, where am I going with that? I don't know. I've lost my train of thought. Okay, let's move on to the second question, because I'm staring at that as well and it's confusing me. And it was, we're talking about the instruction for this is going to be AI closest to target low-risk meteor towards, this is the AI, it's the only one that's left, there's his closest target. And I thought, right, it's going to be nice and simple. Well, until that truck moved, and now it's moved to where it's moved, I'm like, oh, okay. First of all, pretty much mainly, can I move into there? And you say, well, no, you can't, Grant, because that's in a fire zone, a short-range fire zone, and you don't do that with low-risk moves. And, okay, so, and then it's a truck, though. It can't attack, it can't fire, so that's what I'm questioning. So I'm trying to find the answer to that. Now, again, this could be in the rules. I don't think it's in the mission. Like, I mean, it says that for the trucks, what does it say? The player may not move or rally the trucks. Trucks are also never spent. The trucks will move through. Trucks may not capture. It's not. We can't give the trucks a command, an action. Even though they've got attack ratings and that, we can't do that. Actually, it doesn't say that, Grant. It doesn't say that we can't. Right, it says the player may not move or rally the trucks, right? Trucks are also never spent. The trucks will move into and through AI Soviet-occupied hexes. Trucks may not capture control markers. You'll notice there was no mention there of the trucks you can't order them to attack, which is something I've not thought about there. Right, I need to find out some information about trucks, I think. Hang on. Okay, so I've just read out what it says about a supply truck and the mission for this mission. Haven't looked at the solo side of it yet, but there is a rule within the main rules Trucks and wagons, page 17, rule 16. Trucks and wagons represent vehicles designed to move other units and supplies over roads. Trucks and wagons utilise green movement and receive road bonus moves. Trucks have a -2 AR. -2 -2? -2 -1 according to that. Oh, that's interesting. Now, what version of the rules? It actually does show the truck as being -2 and -2, whereas -2 -1 there. So there's obviously been some change to that. Right, okay. It says trucks have a -2 -2 AR and a range of 0. Oh, yeah, okay, I never noticed that. Yeah, they've got a range of 0. So let me just, if you just zoom in on that and have a look. I know it's the wrong way about. Like I say, the rules I'm reading in my more up-to-date rules, it's -2 -2. Now, I did say I would never... Where's my old rules for that? Right, give me a sec. Right, pause just now, Grant. Oh, okay, well that's even more interesting. That's bizarre. Right, okay. Here's my original rules. I'm going to zoom out here. This is my original rules for Awakening the Bear, 2nd edition. I don't know what number these are. But it is rule 16 still, trucks and wagons. And then there's the truck there, and you can see it's got a -2 -2. And I've just showed you a -2 -1. However, the wording is trucks have a -2 -1. Which is kind of strange. And this is the book that I got with the game. Is it? So I don't know. This one there, did I only bring one truck out? I did, yeah. Yeah, that's an odd one. I don't know, maybe that's been picked up. Maybe if I looked it up I would. You know what, it's not really relevant to this as such. So trucks have a -2 -2. I'm going back to my new rules now. And a range of 0. So they may attempt feeble CC attacks. Wagons may never attack. Trucks and wagons may not claim control markers. Just, yeah. And, I mean, that's it. But, well, we'd have to be in CC to be able to do it. But to be honest, it's true. I've not read nothing. It's not that we don't control. They're our trucks, but it says we can't move them or rally them. But doesn't really say we couldn't. If he landed on top of a Soviet unit, then there's nothing to say I couldn't attack the Soviet unit with it. I don't think there is. Right, so I've not thought about that at all. But okay, let's move on past that. Anyway, my concern was that, well, there you go. That's got it. It's resolved it for you, Grant. They have a range of 0. So it's right there. Well, I'm glad I found that out, because my confusion was, are we moving into a fire zone here? Well, no, we are not. That's it. It's resolved. This is not a fire zone. It's in his front arc, yes, but he's got a range of 0. So that's not in his fire zone. We can move in there. Wow. Okay. And here was me kind of criticising the designer a little bit here, although, to be honest, the response, it did require another reply, to be honest. Somebody asked, the post is called Trucks Fire Zone. Mark McLeod. This is back in 2018, on November 2018. So, playing solo firefight Partisans, just got AI closest to a unit, low risk move towards. Okay? That would be a Soviet rifle team in a heavy woods hex, 2 hexes away from a truck on a road in heavy woods. Could the Soviet rifle move into short range, another road hex in heavy woods, or not? So it's in this area here, isn't it? Because this is a road in the heavy woods. So what he's asking here is, although we're moving it's a RE we're moving. He's got a Soviet rifle unit. Can that Soviet rifle unit move into short range? It says technically the truck does have a fire zone, so maybe not. And that's why I was on this guy's side. He's like, yeah, he's right. This is a fire zone for that truck. But until I found out that the range is 0, so that kind of takes it away, and that's how they're getting away with it. But the designer replies with, "You're remaining in heavy," and this is bad. I think this is bad because, well, it's bad and it's maybe good for some of yous out there that I've been saying all along. Okay, his reply is quite short. He says, "You are remaining in heavy woods, so this is a valid move." So, but it's wrong in other ways as well. Yeah, okay. If this wasn't a truck, it seems to be that he's suggesting, well, that's maybe not the case because he knows it's a truck and he's saying this. But why not elaborate a bit more and let the guy know what you're meaning by that if you're saying that? He says, just you're remaining in heavy woods, so this is a valid move. So what he's saying is you can low risk move into a heavy woods. However, this is also in close range, in a unit's fire zone. I mean, please don't tell me that you're saying that he can move into a short range fire zone in a heavy woods just because it's heavy woods, and that's okay because it clearly says it will not move into opponent's short range fire zone. It will not move into close combat. So the thing is though, I mean, they're written there like that under 5.3.2, and what you guys are saying is as long as things can move closer, are you telling me that they can be ignored as well? I mean, that's sort of where when I looked at that at first, I kind of go like, really? I'm like, so you can move into a short range fire zone as long as you're moving into a DM hex? If that's the case, then this all needs sorted out. That's just a muddle. However, I can't really take it from that because we are talking about a truck here, and as I've just noticed, that is a 0 range truck. So if you move into there, you're not in. Where's the hex? Have I moved? Honestly, I can't see the hexes properly. Was he there? No, was he not? No, he was there. He was 2 from that, and then he moved into that. That's right, yeah. So, yeah, can he move into there? That's it. Because it's not a fire zone. Because he needs to be in close combat to be able to fire. And that's just short range. So, and the guy comes back and Mark comes back and asks a follow-up question, but wouldn't that put the AI into a fire zone? Wouldn't that put the AI into that truck's fire zone? And I was like all for him. I was agreeing with him. I was like, yeah. So I'm looking down for the reply, and there's no reply. That was it. It just got left like that, and I was like, ah. However, seeing that that's range 0, that does mean he can do that. However, I would have still liked a follow-up answer to that because, yeah, I don't know. Maybe the fact it's a 0 range, you just take it from that. Just felt like it was left there a bit, but it was a bit worrying that the designer had said that because he was moving into heavy woods, that was fine. it wasn't really taken on board the fact that it was this truck. I don't think. I didn't see him sort of recognising it was a truck. It was more like, look, you're moving into a woods adjacent to him. It's fine. And I was like, well, no, it's not. But, or is it? This is a designer. So, yeah. So another one. But, however, we've got this resolved. So this guy is going to Loris move into there. He's going to take a check on a 2 with that though, because he's not on the road moving into that road woods hex. So he will take a check on a 2. However, he's moving adjacent. Oh god, this guy's adjacent too. Right, stop. Because that has happened when the trucks moved. Well, there you go, you see. And in fact, there's another bit to the question, right? The track is moved twice, and we've already moved it, right? And we've landed on a place RE, and we'll skip by this one. So the track is moved twice. Let's just say we move this truck first. Okay? I'm not sure of the order here, but it's kind of relevant here. Let's just say we move the truck first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he was up there. So, well, I don't know. You could say, right, you move him 3 first for the first one, then you move him another 3. Whatever. Let's just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's up there. Give me a cube. All right, I've lost it now again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's up here. Right. So we're moving on 6, but it's 2 steps, I guess. So you say, right, I'm moving 1, 2, 3, right? And then another 1, 2, 3, right? What in between all that, right? 1, 2, you can see this hex here and this hex here of the first 3 are going to be adjacent to this. So it looks like we should have revealed this. I mean, I kind of thinking back now, I think, yes, I think we should have revealed that there. But he's maybe moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's ended there. Well, now we need to reveal it anyway. So no matter what, this does need to be revealed. Yeah. But again, the ordering of that could be important. You know, I think, and in particular, because now if we reveal this, and it's a no enemy, I don't think there is any. Oh, there is one. There is one. I can see it in the cup. If this is a no enemy, then the ordering is important because we need to know if that is a no enemy, that RE is going away. So we can't place that, you know, and we have to go and then place it up at this one. However, maybe we place the RE first. If we place the RE first before the truck moves, then that's fine. That's a question needing asked. In fact, I'm going to go and ask it. Okay, ask my question. Tried to keep it simple. Just try to find out what takes priority in something like this, you know. Should it be the truck or should it be the event on the actual mission track? Again, maybe it's in the rules. I never thought about looking at mission track. It might actually... mission track advance. I don't think so. I don't think there's anything there. I could be wrong, but right. Let's move on and then finish another part before I've. I mean, to be honest, 38 minutes there, but I cut a bit. I think it's about 10 minutes. So let's try and finish another part because I've not really got that long left. That's us on like step 15 of the track. We've not even moved on to the next round yet. Yeah. Right, so I can take that away. That was just me kind of tracking the... So, AI closest to target, Loris moved towards. Well, there you go. That's now become nice and easy because I'm moving closer to him. I wasn't in a fire zone. I'm still not in a fire zone. and I'm not in a short range fire zone because he's got a range of 0. Stop. Yeah, I forgot. So the truck comes down. We need to check this because it's passed it here, and it's settled here as well. So whether the move, I think every time it was adjacent to it, we should have revealed it. So within the truck's movement, we should have revealed this before we then. Well, again, is it before we place the RE or not? That's basically why I'm asking the question. I'm going to leave this because if this turns out to be a no enemy, then you can see that it would have mattered. But anyway, we've got 3 chips in here, so let's get one out. Well, there it is. It is a no enemy. So, well, let's hope that we have done it right then. So what we done was, well, you've got to say we placed the RE before moving the truck, which I'm not sure it's right or not. Because if we should have moved the truck first, then this isn't here. So you can see what I'm getting at there, hopefully. That's a bit of a bummer now because I've just went and asked a question and now I want to know. Because if it's not the case, then this has to go up here. This needs to go around that guy. Nah. Well, you know what? I don't think this mission's going to come to an end for us. They're on 6 victory points anyway. But it certainly would help us out a bit if that was up there. Because now this is going to move in here if he's here. Damn it. I wish I'd drawn a unit now. Because then that would have been fine. Well, no, it wouldn't have, would it? In fact, no matter what, that would not have been an RE anymore. See? So let's just think about that again. So the track was there and it moves 2, so it moves bump, and it says about the trucks. Where does it say about the trucks? For each space the mission track advances, each German truck will move 3 hexes along the road towards its exit point. So it goes bump. So we know it moves 6 spaces, but we also know we need to place an RE, and that says when the mission marker advances to place RE. So there's not, when the mission marker advances to place RE, for each space the mission track advances, there's not a real, I think you can see what I'm saying. What one happens first? And I suppose if I was to have a guess at it, I would say that the truck moves first. And I'm only just, I don't know. I don't know why I'm thinking that. For each space the mission track advances, each German truck will move 3 hexes. So 1, 2, move the truck 6 hexes, then resolve the event. I don't know, it just feels like that's the right way. And I'm not just saying that now because that'll then move up there. I'm not trying to. I think we're losing this pretty easily. I think without that, I just feel that that's maybe the intention, but it could be the other way about. It could be that you carry out the event. I'm not really seeing. Right, hang on. It says, this is 2.3.1 mission track advance. The very last sentence is, once the mission track has or has not been advanced and any mission events are executed, and it points to 7.2 there. 7.2. What does that tell us? 7.2. Oh, hang on here. There's some information here that I might have missed. Might be taking my question back. Right, give me a second till I look at this. I still don't think it resolves my... So it's rule 7.1. Well, 7.1 is mission order. Each mission lists unique mission orders. So it's not really that. It's 7.2. This is on page 10. Mission track and mission events. A mission track is included for each mission in the mission book and contains a series of events unique to each mission. It begins on track space 1. It tells you about how they move on. Yeah. When the mission track marker advances to a space, any listed mission event on that space is immediately executed. And it talks about moving 2 spaces and yellow backgrounds and whatever. Gives an example, which I very much doubt is going to help answer my question. Mission events are resolved as command orders after the mission track marker has been advanced and any mission events have been executed. The AI continues down the card to execute a priority or tactical order. Yeah, it's not answering my question. If you've got 2 things happening, if when the mission track advances something else happens, what order did they happen? Because it's relevant here. You can see it's relevant. It needs to be one way or the other. You know, if I place the RE before the truck moves, the RE is going to be there. If I move the truck before the RE gets placed, the RE is going to be up here somewhere. And that's a bit of a bummer. Because now I've went and asked a question and now somebody's maybe going to give me an answer, which I'd like to sort of take. Even it looks like it, again, it's not going to be from the designer, I would guess, so it's probably going to be from one of the guys that have some idea on how they think it should be. Maybe Lewis again. So I kind of like to wait on that answer here. Because I'm determined to make a better job of this playthrough. Rules-wise, not strategy-wise, because it's a mess. I'm like losing horribly. I've got these 2 units that have been hit. We do have our pioneers as well, so that's a shame though. I wanted to play a little bit more before the end of the night. Grr. It's kind of important though, because this is, if he goes there, then he moves to there. If he goes up there, then it's not quite as brutal to us, so I cannot see the hexes up there. Honestly, I think that's it there. It kind of feels like the truck would move and then you carry out the event. I don't know why though. I'm not saying that to get that moved up there. I'm fine about having a worse defeat than we had in the first one, which is it's close to it, to be honest. In fact, well, it might go that way. I can't see us doing anything here. What are our hit markers anyway? Cowering, so that's not good for attacking. Well, yeah, we need to be at range 1 to start with. And that one's pinned, so you can't move. Yeah. Right, Grant, what are you going to do? Right, well, I've still got another 20 minutes, so, or so. So I'm going to just make a call here myself, and I'm going to say that the truck would move first, so I'm going to say that this would have to be up around that. Now, we rolled a 2, was it? I'll keep that die roll. So it means it's going out there. Oh, that means it's going out pretty far, isn't it? Because it's going to go out to there and then move into there because it's cover. Right, I'll tell you what, I'll roll the dice again. That's a bit fairer. So we'll say, because that is now the only RE that's on the map, so it needs to be placed within 2 of that. And you know, if I come back and if I find the answer is the other way about, then obviously it would have been down here. Yeah, it probably would have been worse for us, but... Oh, or will we do that? Will we take the worst effect? Yeah, you know what? We will. Why not? Because usually, if it's meant to be worse for you, that's how it works. But I think this is something that needs cleared, to be honest. So let's do it that way. So he is going to move into there. It is going to be a cost of 2. And he doesn't care about, because that's not a fire zone. So we'll stick with that. That's the worst case scenario, isn't it? So he's going to check on a 2, which is kind of good. So maybe not. I think it's a 4. Yeah, let's just push on and see if we can get the end of the round. It could be the end of the game, never mind the end of the round. Well, that's the other thing. Now we're going to reveal this, aren't we? Oh, you know what? There's a landmine in there. And it's right on the road. Aye. Okay. Right, well, there's 2. How's there 2? Oh, yeah, there's another one up here, Grant. Right. So, shuffling just 2 chits. But I've no idea. I've not looked into the cup. I just know there's a landmine because we put it in recently. Right, here we go. Oh, it's a unit then. Well, I was going to say that's worse. It's probably not, because the landmine was going on the road, wasn't it? Okay, so he gets revealed. I should have done that before the spent check, shouldn't I? Yeah, I forgot about that. Oops. Well, we got away with that. We got away with it. And he's going to face... yeah, I think that's fine. He's still got him in his front arc anyway. Right, we've done the spent check. Well, we've got to pass, so it's back to them. So this guy's going to fire at the truck now, isn't he? Oh, well, maybe not. Command order card. Well, I think he still is. So this brings everybody in. And there is just that one short range, and he's going to fire. Yeah, so it is. And the bad thing is, this is the rifles, isn't it? The SMG rifles. Oh, that's even worse then, because they've got better attack rating, haven't they? So he's going to fire on the truck. What's the truck got going for itself? Oh, it's got a +1 to its defense. It's in the heavy woods. So 11 +1 for the hit counter is 12. +2 for the heavy woods is 14. And he's going to fire with 4 +3 because he's short range. 7 against 14. Yeah, 7 against 14. Needs a 7. But they've been rolling really hot, so here we go. And it's still going on. That's him going, isn't it? Because he's got a hit marker anyway. So our truck is gone. That goes back in the cup, and that doesn't go in the track. Trucks don't go in the track, the cap track. However, they do get a victory point for that. Yeah, because it is just a German unit, so they're up to 7. There's no spent check on that because it's a command card. Throw the towel in, Grant. Okay, we pass. They still have this SMG rifle unit. Well, they're going to draw another card anyway. 3 plus units less than equal to 6. No. So just that rifle unit. What can he do? AI closest to a target, low risk, move towards. Pretty sure you can do that. So his closest target is the Pioneers. Well, well, you know what? Yeah, if we're going by what we've been sticking by, then yes, He's going from heavy woods to light woods, but it's still a DM hex and getting closer. I don't think that one's getting closer. So he's 1, 2, 3, 4 away. If I go in there, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, if I go in there, it's 3. So, yeah. But, although, again, it's into a fire zone, I'm starting to accept it. I'm struggling, but I'm going with it. So that was a 1, just a 1, because it's light woods he moved into. So, checking a 1. We got a 5. So we pass again. AI goes again. What was that? Plus 6. Less than or equal to 6. No. Fresh AI, less than fresh units. No. There's no hit AI. There's, hang on. AI closest to hit unit, fire plus 1 caps. No, because this is only fresh unit they've got. AI closest to a target, move towards. Right, so no messing about. He's just moving into there. That wasn't a low risk. 1, 2, 3. That makes them 2. Yeah, none of them get closer, so it is just that hex there. Oops, sorry. That was the only hex that was getting them closer. So checking a 1. Come on, put him to bed. No, it's a 2. Dear me. Okay, he's getting closer. We pass. He draws again. Right, reshuffle. I'm going to put the deck on top of the deck. Or discards on top of the deck, if you like. Nothing up close. No counteractions. No hit AI. There's no unit that just acted. Sorry, I maybe should have zoomed in a little bit. Or maybe I did. AI furthest from a unit that just acted. Right, there's no unit that just acted, so nothing's happening. Mission orders are the AI furthest from a unit move towards. Well, he's closest unit is that one, so you know what? He's moving right up, isn't he? Yeah, because it's a move towards. He's in there. Oh, right, sorry. I zoomed in the card and not. That's where he was, and it's just a normal move towards. So he's quite happy about moving right in there. Furthest from a unit. Remember, it's furthest from closest unit. The furthest from bit is just to select the AI, which I wish they had, you know, I think that's one that could have been dealt with better. You know, I'm sure there's people playing that wrong throughout whenever they get this game and maybe still just played it that way all the time. And it's fair enough. It's probably not going to have a huge effect if they play it that way. But you can see it's not really... Yeah, I think it could have been worded better. Anyway, I'm going to... I'm going to draw for a spent check first, Grant. So we're checking on a 1, and then we're shuffling the deck. And he's got a 5, look at that. So he's still going, and he's going to have a pop at our Pioneers as well. How about that? We've got 2 hit units already, and the Pioneers, it's not in any cover, no. So it's a 12, that's not too bad. Well, no, it's not really. It's the same as all the rest, isn't it? Really, from the front. I suppose it's got a good flank defence, being a 12 as well. There's no real point moving at his flank. However, again, there's one again though. If you got the instruction to Loris move and you were able to move towards his flank, you would still do it, even though it's a 12 and a 12. You know, that's sometimes the AI. You know, you've got to just let them do it. But yeah, you could always step in and say, no, I'm not doing that. I'm doing the more sensible thing. Right, we're checking on a 1. No, I've checked on a 1. Yeah, I've done that. Right, so we pass. Right, let's get this finished up. Because that's coming an hour. And, right, draw a card. Yeah, plus units less than equal to 4. No. Right. Because if he has a shot, maybe it'll be spent. Right, so we got close. Oh, he's getting a +1. Short range, +1 fire. So what? He's a 12. Let's just see what we're doing, Grant. He's a 12, and he's a 4, but he gets a +1. So it's 5 against 12. So he needs a 7 to hit. Here we go. Right. It's bang on a 7. I was going to say, where's the low rolls? They only seem to have applied to me. To be honest, I don't think I've had much chance to roll a dice in this mission. It's been... Right, so... Yeah, that was bang on. So it is a hit. 7, 5. Yeah, it's +1 caps here. Done that, eh? Well... Right, so we have stunned, so can't move, can't fire. Pretty messed up. That's we've got 3 units on the board and they're all spent. Right, let's get this guy spent. Sorry, they're all hit, is what I meant to say. Check on a 3. Come on. Yes, a 2. Thankfully. We're getting to the end of the round now. Unless the mission track moves and brings another RE on board. I don't think there's any more to come. We're that far into it. So that's him spent. We pass. So as long as they don't draw a blue card here, we're getting to the end of the round. Yeah. Okay. So he's going to fire again, isn't he? Yeah, he's the only one that's in short range. Yeah, short range, that's it. Close combat, short range, yeah. So that's not affecting his defense. So it's still against a 12. It's a 4. Yeah, it's a 4 against a 12. So he needs an 8 this time. But that is to take him out this time. So an 8 or better. Oh, you're having a laugh. Wow. Okay, so 8 plus the 4 is the 12. Takes that guy out. That goes on the cap track. They get another Grant. They're on 8 victory points. I've never seen this before. This is criminal. Okay, that goes away. Nothing else happens. They got the victory point, put the unit on the cap track. That's my pioneers away. Yeah, I'm as well really not even bothering about carrying on, really. I don't think... I could probably work it out that I can't succeed. Well, not technically true, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... 8. Yeah, I mean, I could pretend. I mean, no. I think I said in the last playthrough, I was like struggling away, and oh, this one's hard, isn't it? Is it just me making a complete mess of things? I think they've got pretty. Yeah, they've had some good results, haven't they? Okay, let's get finished though, Grant. I have to pass again because it's my turn. I pass as long as it's not a blue card. Oh, come on. Right, it's not a blue card, but the track's moving twice. 16 units. Plus the eye. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Track's going to move twice. Right, it's not going to... Well, it is going to do something. So 1 there, and then they're going to score. And we've not got a truck to move. They're going to score another victory point. They're on 9 victory points. That's just ridiculous. However, they cannot do anything, so they pass. And yeah, so that's the end of the round, and I need to finish up because it's kind of late. I went on a bit longer than I thought. I thought I'll just get to the end of this round. Well, we're moving into round 2, and there's like 3 steps to go on the mission track. The Soviets are on 8 victory points. We are getting only 3 caps, which still lines along with that new 3rd edition stuff. Right, so I'll flip the units back to fresh and shuffle up the action, the order deck, and we'll draw an action card, and we'll leave it at that. Right, all shuffled up, all refreshed for what it's worth. I will draw. Right, it's command action, 1 free action, so that's a good card. We're sitting with this Battlefield Confusion Marcus Spent, and I sat with that in the first playthrough of this as well. I think you should really use that, Grant. I mean, it's pretty good, and just use it, make a decision and do it. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there and get this copied across. I think it's maybe a bit longer than I thought. Just before I go, just had a comment from Hal there. Take 2 part 1. About the decision at the end of the video for, I know I'm looking at things that I've moved about the unit here to take the low risk move. And I left the video at that. I came back and take 2 part 2, which I've not uploaded yet, which I'm close to. And then, like I said, I think in my comment, the plot thickens, because what Hal says, he says he doesn't think it can make the low risk move, so that's good. I think we're on board with that. I agree. And he says it should be the other RE that's up beside to the right of the control marker, which is the one that was up there, and which I was going to do it first. However, when I come back, it'll be interesting to see what Hal thinks of part 2, because I then make the decision to move on to being able to do it to the next unit within this guy's, the next furthest from, its closest to. I'm not comfortable with that one at all, but it just kind of felt like it should be like that. If you can move from being closest to and not having an eligible target to then being the next closest to and using the same AI, sorry, I'm talking about our guys, but that got resolved for me and said, yeah, if he's the next closest, well, if this was the next furthest from, rather than that guy that was down there, you can see what I'm sort of saying. But I have big doubts about that. And again, I think that's one I'd like to lay out and sort of like ask for some help for, and see we get somebody that knows what they're, definitely knows what they're talking about, can say either one way or the other. But good to know that Hal said that he wouldn't have moved that one. That one was ineligible. But I'm wondering about the next part, what he might think of that. But we will see, because he's obviously following along, and yeah. Okay, right, I'll leave it for now. I might be back tomorrow or the next day or whatever. So I'll be back when I'm back. Okay, cheers.